1.
Hey everybody, I hope you guys are doing well. It is Mary at Yard Art Decor and More. I am going to do the Santa, but I thought I would very quickly finish this guy up. This is one of our Christmas blanks for this year, a new one. And I started with this one. I painted it gray first. Once it was totally dry with the gray, I went ahead and I did red. Then obviously I did my white. So I just kind of wanted to show y'all. I went ahead and did the white before we got on the live. There's no sense in y'all sitting there watching me do the same thing for 20 minutes. So,
hi, Miss Debbie.
Hey, Debbie. So I actually did start this with gray, did my red, and then I put my white on there. And I wanted to just do I'll start this live tonight. I am going to do the Santa Claus, I promise. This is only going to take me about 5 minutes.
This seems so funny. The picture that I'm seeing is so much smaller than the picture that's usually on your phone, but I know that they're seeing what they normally see.
Yeah. So, but this is that Joy to the World, and we've already been selling some of these.
Yay.
Because I just think it's a simple concept. It's not it's not hard to paint. But do yourself a favor, if you buy our blank and it's that primed MDO, which is white, paint it gray first. Once you got your gray paint and it's dry, then you can put your red on and you're good to go. And you'll have a real pretty, that's how my red is real pretty. I just started with the gray. Let's do it this way. There we go. And I might do that. I might do that little bit of brush strokes, nothing serious. And then I'll come over here. Got to do a little bit. I didn't get those corners, so I got to do that. And I'm almost done. I'll show you how I did the lettering on this. It's really easy. I went ahead and did a lot of it before the live because you don't need to see me do the same thing for 20 minutes. And you'll get the idea. Okay. This is an easy pattern, nothing to it, but yet it's a real pretty message. And then, as soon as I get this done, we'll do the Santa. All right. So, when I'm doing my lettering, y'all know I'm going to just use that script liner, and I'm covering that CNC line like this. There we go. Come up here like that. And it's Joy to the World. There's not a whole lot to it, but it's super pretty, I think. Got my lettering kind of the way I want it. And I will kind of come down here and do a little bit of highlights down there. Let's go up here, do this, that. Y'all know I gotta put some highlights on this thing. And that's all there is to that guy. So I didn't think it's so simple, there was really not a use in doing a single live. Joy to the World, like that. And that's all there is to that guy. Really pretty. All right, let's start on Santa Claus. I went ahead and base coated him. He's not necessarily really.
Thank you, Miss Debbie. Miss Debbie's helping you.
Okay, thank you, Debbie. I'm doing a time lapse on this, so I want to make sure. Let's go this way a little bit. There we go. Yeah. And I need to push start. So one of the things that I like to do with Santas, y'all know I'm always going to go for the beard blue on my shading because I really like that when I'm doing Santas. So I've got my beard blue with my flat tip brush, and I'm just doing, starting on that hat. And notice I'm bringing those brush strokes back in towards the middle. I'm just kind of picking it up. It's just giving that hat some personality. That's all I'm doing. Not hard, just kind of giving it some personality. But I thought I need to go ahead because we're going to try to get all the Christmas done in July as far as the, lives, and that way we'll be doing.
Hi, Ashley A. McFields.
Hey, Ashley. And we're going to be doing.
He's so cute, isn't he?
Halloween stuff. She's going to be doing lives in August on some Halloween stuff. And so I thought, well, Christmas in July, I better get on it. And this is not necessarily a really hard piece to paint, but whatever it is about Santas, People just go crazy about that. That's probably either that or a Christmas tree would be my #1 seller as far as Christmas. And I come in here and I just give it some brush strokes, just some what I would call some personality.
The ladies say this is very cute and they love it.
Yes, it is a really. It's not my design. I actually got it from a designer, I think off Etsy, which is why we cannot sell the pattern to this. But we can sell the blank, so we don't sell the template. Is what I mean. We can sell the blank. There we go. All right, and so anytime I do a Santa, you don't have to do that beard blue. You just do that outlining and or shading with it. And do some brush strokes here. It's and then I've already base coated the misses. I'll come on tomorrow night and do the misses.
Hi, Jennifer Ross.
Hey, Jennifer, how are you? I hope everybody's trying to stay out of the heat. My goal today was not to die outdoors in the heat.
You're back.
Okay.
Jennifer, I've been hearing about, I was reading in the Tribune. I mean, there ain't very much in it, but it was talking about the Cub camp stuff. I bet you are tired, Jennifer. Jennifer's our niece, and she works with little ones all day. God bless you, Jennifer. You got patience. Hi, Tom.
Anytime you work with kids, you're just going to put in your
Exactly.
It's just the way it is.
Trisha said it's cool tonight in Illinois. Oh, don't we wish we were there? It's so hot. It's so hot inside the house. I mean, our ACs were blasting, and my glasses are fogged up.
Yeah.
And the AC works perfectly. It's hot.
And I don't think it's going to change
right
in anytime soon. Anytime soon.
Hi, Jennifer Holland. How are you?
I wish it was, and we know it's going to be this way every year, but every year I dread it.
Either I'm getting older or it was hotter this year than ever before. I think I'm just getting older.
I don't know.
Oh, God, it's 65 where Trisha's at. Oh.
What a lovely thing. I can't
65. Nor can I.
Yeah, but I'm sure they've got the hard winners, you know. So you don't get something for nothing. You know, you get one thing or the other.
Miss Debbie B said it's so hot the AC can't keep up.
Yeah, that's basically right. She's right. That's basically what happens. And you know, it is what it is, and you just
I need
die in the heat.
I need a chubby person's AC.
Is that like an extra
I guess.
AC?
I guess.
Yeah, I get it. It's not fun. We had mowers come today, so we have to go out there and get ready for them and all of that. And then we were putting out fall stuff, so we were outside.
Jennifer Holland said it's really hot in Florida too.
Yeah, I was hearing on the news that even Florida is really struggling. They're having a lot of, I don't know if it's excessive heat, but you know, a lot of heat.
Ashley, we did see that it froze one time. Ashley said it's freezing on her. Okay. Sorry, y'all. We are so sorry.
I wish there was something we could do about that. Okay, let's see. Let's do some of this.
I notice if I try to move with her strokes, it messes stuff up. So I'm trying to kind of be, you know, still in one spot.
So that's your theory anyway, Connie?
I don't know.
I'm with you. I don't know either. I really don't know either.
Hi, Raquel. Miss Debbie Barbieri, I saw y'all's good news with your softball team.
Oh, I didn't see it. Did they win?
I think that's, is that your granddaughter?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. They must have won.
Hi, Brooke.
Good old Santa. Nothing like doing a Santa Claus show.
When it's 175 outside.
I know. Nothing quite like it. Well, when you work outside and you're painting and stuff, and you're polying and everything, boy, it's so hot that stuff dries lickety-split.
Congratulations, Carissa.
Oh, good.
They won the big shindig.
Good for them. That's so exciting.
Yeah, the angels turned out pretty, y'all, didn't they? They were saying the angels are pretty behind you.
They are pretty. Even though these Santas are not that hard, there will be a lot of outlining on them, but I always do a double outline on my Santas, and that's, I think, part of the reason that they look good.
Jennifer Holland would like to know if you guys have found a buyer yet.
We have not. We've had 2 offers that we turned down. So we have not. I have the idea that it'll happen when it's meant to happen.
Right?
And the realtor called today, just asked some questions and stuff. So, and he's like, "How are you feeling?" And I'm like, honestly, making the decision was so hard. But once I've made it,
now,
I really chilled out.
You're on easy street now.
Well, I mean, you know, there's still a lot of work and all of that, but at least now, I don't know, y'all. Something about making a decision, you know, is the hard, to me, is the hard part. Yes, there'll be stress of, you know, offers and if you win time to move and all of that, but that can be handled. But so I just kind of I'm not real concerned about it. I just feel like when it's supposed to happen, it'll happen, and we'll deal with it when it does. And you know, you have no control over it, so there's absolutely no need in getting all riled up about it.
Right.
It's not a Chinese fire drill, so we don't have to take anything, you know, that we don't want. So, here we go. Gotta give him a little bit of that. There we go. This brush got a lot of water in it.
Miss Debbie said now you have a direction to work towards.
Yeah, exactly. I almost thought I was gonna.
Hi, Debbie C.
I thought I was gonna lose my mind trying to make the decision. Because there's so much to consider.
Right.
But it once I did, it was. I had a lot more peace, I guess, after that. I'll put it that way. Here we go. Y'all, the shading just makes such a huge difference.
It really does. It's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
Trisha said she's got to come down before you sell.
Yeah.
You have to come down around when all the Christmas stuff is out. Oh my God, it's so magical.
It is. It is. That's what I tell everybody. I'll tell people, come see us, even if you don't buy something. Just come and see.
Take
I
pictures.
like especially if we're having good weather. You know, I like to walk around the yard. It's that opportunity. You can kind of look at everything that you've worked on all year. It's kind of coming to fruition, if you will, and it's really nice.
I love looking at the pieces because they're so beautiful, but I think even more than that, I really love the look on the little kids' faces when they start running through the yard and see all the beautiful stuff. I mean, that is so awesome. And they're so excited.
Yeah, they are. They are.
I love that.
It's fun. That part I will miss when we do sell. Okay. So I've got that. So it's really time to
I will be moving.
outlining.
I'm not moving where Mary's moving, but I will be moving as well.
So anytime I use that beer blue on Sandy, y'all know I'm going to use this dark navy to outline. That's the color combination I really like. And when you start, probably outlining is my favorite part because when you really start outlining, it starts turning into something. You know, it starts taking a definition to your piece, and it's really pretty. Hear the dogs? They're all growling at each other.
Yeah, I have a Yorkie. Most of y'all know that, but I have a Yorkie. She kept going to the door today. Miss Paula Martinez said, "Hello, Mary."
Hey, Paula, how are you?
I always butcher your name. I so love it, though.
Yeah.
Izzy kept going to the door and barking at me, "Ruff, ruff, 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 ruff," and then looking outside. But she won't stay out there. Then she comes and tells me off because it's so hot outside.
Yeah, do something. Why are you
Mama.
so hot? I feel the same way. I feel the same
Miss Debbie
way.
B said, "Outlining is the hardest for me."
Yeah, it's
Hi,
probably
Joanne.
because outlining is, it's probably the least forgiving because you've got that round, small round brush, so you got to kind of be precise.
What were you telling me? I think to get some butcher paper and just go to
Yeah.
town and work and work and work and work.
I like outlining, but it is hard. And as far as, you know, getting it to where you like the look of it. But, like something, you might, like if I busy during the day and I need to talk on the phone, I can chitter chatter on the phone and just outline like a mad person.
Raquel would like to know what size is your liner. I think she means
This
your...
is a number 4.
Okay.
I'm sorry. This one's a number 6. I normally use a 4, but this one is a 6. I got it a little bit big, but that's okay. I can go back between a 4 or a 6. It really doesn't matter to me. I'm good either way.
Hi, Janet.
So, but this dark navy makes that beard blue look so good.
Somebody had the nerve to walk down the road, y'all.
Yes,
our dogs just
our
went
dogs
crazy.
are
I'm sure
walking
you
because
saw,
somebody
you
walked
heard.
down the street. I don't know what they think they're doing walking down the street, but according to our dogs, they're not supposed to do that. So, yes.
Hi, Shipra. How are you? I hope I pronounced your name right. Miss Victoria, hello.
Victoria, you coming on Saturday to the paint party that we're having on Saturday? I hope you are. She may have something that she has to do. So.
You know, Raquel, what Mary has told me in the past is to get some butcher paper, make you some lines on the butcher paper, and just practice and practice and practice and practice on the paper so that you don't ruin your wood. But how many hours would you say she should do that a day?
I would practice an hour a day. And you know,
Hi,
if you have
Janet.
more time, you can. But that's what I would do. And really, you practice for about 2 weeks and you got it.
Miss Victoria said she would not miss the party.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure if you were going to get to come because I didn't know if you had something going or you couldn't make it. But that's awesome.
Miss Janet, how's the weather in Kentucky? We're baking like a couple of roast beefs.
Like I said earlier, my goal today was to work outside and not die. That was my goal.
Right?
It's like it was so hot out there.
Well, she didn't die, so that's a good thing.
I didn't die, so you know that's good. That's good, but it's just so hot.
Miss Janet said it's warm in Kentucky too.
Yeah. Well, I saw on the news this morning, according to the news, it was 118 degrees.
Oh my
It's going to
God.
be 118 degrees in Arizona today.
And then I saw later on it said 120. Arizona and somewhere else. I can't remember where the other place
and people
was.
are like, well, that's a dry heat. I'm sorry, y'all.
Heat is heat to me.
It's hot.
Oh my God, 114 right now in
Is that what it is?
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so hot.
Yeah. That's a dry
How do
heat.
y'all stay warm? I mean, cool in 114? Because I think, what is it, probably 93 here or something like that?
It's probably 98, I would think.
God. Hi, Tara.
I got to get these glasses, y'all. That's what I'm working on. Getting his glasses to look good. And you really got to kind of show who's the boss. Because it doesn't want to behave. So you got to make that brush get right on that CNC line. Okay. There we go. I'm not going to... Tomorrow I'll have to add some white in here to define the brush from the eyes. But I can't do that tonight on this live simply because everything is so wet. But I can do that tomorrow.
Hi, Pat. How are you? We're painting Saint Nick.
Yep. Oh, Santy. He's really cute.
Hi, Steph.
I love this little guy. I think Steph was the one asking for the blank, for the indoor one. As soon as I get it listed, Steph, I'll tag you on that.
Oh, she said it's not always a dry heat. They get humidity as well.
Oh, they do.
Mostly, you just stay in the house.
Yeah. You try not to die. To me, that means you stay in the house. Because it's hot. Bruce says,
It is, Miss Pat. It
yeah,
is.
we were at the store this morning, trying to get ready for the mower. She had to pick up the garbage, pick up the all the stuff that's blown around, trash, and then you have to pick up the little bitty pieces that are on co-roll. So it was just to get.
It's
ready
just
for
too
that.
hot.
Mhm.
It's just too hot.
So, but it looks so good when it's done.
Miss Janet said she loves your work and she's trying to get back into doing yard art.
You should. I know sometimes with folks it could be an issue of time, and I get that because it does take time. But there's just nothing quite like making some stuff, I used to tell Bruce, okay, I could cook or I could go in the art room and make stuff. And then if I go in the art room and make stuff, I could sell it. If I cook, you're just going to be hungry in a few hours anyway, so what's the point? And he He would just look at me like,
I'm pretty sure
he didn't really care for that logic, because, you know, his stomach was growling, so of course, most of the time I went in and cooked
What is it
something.
about stomachs? They're always
Yeah,
growling.
yeah. But I would tell him, what good does it do to cook? Y'all just get hungry in a couple hours. So
Hey, Miss Raquel. So we'll have blanks for this one, but we're
Yeah.
not going to have the pattern because it belongs to somebody else. So
Yeah.
we can't sell the actual pattern itself. But we will have blanks if you're interested
yeah.
on the website. I think Miss Debbie already posted a link up yonder.
Okay. So,
Hi, Lou.
I used to tell Bruce, I do not necessarily want to go in there and cook. I could just
Well, you
go-
cooked all your life,
Yeah.
so it kind
I
of
could
gets old
just
after a
go
while.
in there and do something in the workroom. So, but you know, I don't know what it is with the peeps, but they're always hungry.
Everybody's stomach is always hungry,
Yes.
except for yours.
All right, I almost got all that done. I think I do need to come out here and outline this tree.
I hear a bunch of doggy paws clicking
Yeah, you
around.
hear the dog paws on the floor?
Miss Victoria said she paints better than she cooks.
That's how I feel too, Victoria. I think I've painted enough that I think I'm a decent cook. I don't cook fancy stuff. I cook kind of basic stuff, you know, because I've never wanted to spend a lot of time in the kitchen.
Can you talk about your shipping prices for blanks? If you're shipping to another state, what
Okay,
typically
do y'all
that would
have a question
involve?
about it?
Miss Janet said she would love to have a blank, but she's afraid that the postage is going to be a fortune.
Well, I tell you what, Janet, what it is it's based on your zip code and how far it is. And I'm always kind of surprised sometimes at how reasonable it can be. The only thing I can tell you is those rates are negotiated by people other than us. The platform we use is ShipStation, so we have no control over the rates, you know what I mean? But I ship stuff to California. I got people buying in California, and that's the most expensive. But think about it, that's as far as it's going to go. Well, that's a really long way from Texas is what I mean to say.
Right.
So, but you can go on the site and you can put in your cart and you can go to shipping and it'll calculate it before you buy it. So then if you think it's too high and you don't want to pay that price, you don't have to buy it. So it does calculate before you buy. And that, you know, that's the best thing I can tell you is just go see what it is. And then you'll have to see, you know, if that's something you want to do.
Lou says your painting just mesmerizes her. Me too, and I've been watching this. Me and Debbie, Miss Debbie, have been watching this lady paint for a very long time.
Yeah. My daughter, when she was growing up, sometimes she would just come in here. You know, sometimes kids get in the mood to talk, and as a parent, you always want to listen because, you know, when they're teenagers, there's a lot of times you get a monosyllabic conversation.
Right.
And sometimes my kids would be out here painting, and they'd come out here, and sometimes they would want to talk, you know, which is really sweet. As a parent, you know, you don't get a whole lot of that when they're teenagers. But I would keep painting, but I would listen.
But you're a very good conversationalist. I don't know if you guys have ever had an opportunity to have a one-on-one talk with Mary about just life and decisions and stuff, but she gives the best advice of anybody I've ever met before.
Spoken like a true sister.
It's the truth. I used to call her a cross between Dr. Phil and Oprah.
I don't know, sometimes I can go commando and get like serious. I mean, not serious.
She'll give you the truth,
Yeah.
but not in a harsh way.
Yeah.
I have seen her tell people off, and she's never raised her voice and never spoke an unkind word. I mean, she didn't tell them off necessarily. She told them the truth.
Yeah.
So if you want the truth, talk to her.
Yeah.
She used to work with somebody. What was his name, Missy? And
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones would say, "Oh, here's old Amy, keeping it real."
She's here to keep it real for all of us. Well, hey, we all have jobs in this world. I guess that was mine. But I think, you know,
Hi, Kathleen.
I think about people. Now, I'm not in this category, but you know, people say celebrities, you know, that they don't have anybody in their inner circle who will tell them the truth, and you know, people just kind of agree with them because they're making money off of them or whatever. And I've always thought that was ever so sad, because everybody
That is sad.
needs somebody to tell them the truth, even if it's an in. Everybody needs to hear the truth.
You have to have somebody in your life that keeps it real for you.
Well, even they'll tell you, if they're trying to please you, they're not, you better be careful.
Right.
You know what I mean? If they're
They don't
trying
have
to
your
say
best interest
things
at
to
heart.
You that are pleasing to you every day, all day long. I don't know about that. I would be
Ashley said, your granddaughter never stops talking. Which one is she talking about?
I tell every time, Carly. Because I
Cars.
assume, because whenever Cars comes over here, I'll text Ashley and go, oh, I forgot how much teenagers talk.
Did Ashley talk that much when she was a
Yes.
teen?
Yes.
Tick. There's an old
Smart,
saying
kid.
about, what is the saying? Something about your kids, something. I forget what the saying is right at the moment. But there's a saying, you're going to get one. Mommy used to always tell me, you're going to have a daughter just like you.
Yep.
I took it to mean that wasn't a good thing.
I gotta work on the glasses tomorrow and give a little distinction between the black down here and the glasses, but I can't do that tonight. But there is your Santa. I'll post a photo later because I know some of you were asking about the photo of Santa. So there's Santa. I'm gonna come on tomorrow night and I'm gonna do Mrs. Claus. And that way, if you want Mr. and Miss Santa for Christmas, you got plenty of time to paint. We will see you guys later, and thanks for hanging out.
Bye, y'all. I'm going to ignore Miss Debbie's continuous, are you coming Saturday, and pretend like she's not talking to me. She really may not be. I don't know. Y'all, love you, Miss Debbie.